Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
Hey everybody, it's Tuesday night, time for another live Wicked Horror Show. I'm Kevin, and as always, I'm joined by Tony Has Nine Fingers.
What is going on, people?
And Tony, we have a little bit of a loaded house. A loaded house? Is that full house? A loaded house? What am I talking about? Anyways, do you want to start introducing some of our guests?
Sure. From the short film DASHER Slasher, that was a little tongue twister right there.
Yeah.
We do have the director Heidi Mikac. Hopefully I said that right.
Mikac, close enough.
I'm horrible with pronunciation.
She's audio only right now because she's got a blurry camera. But yes, so welcome, Heidi.
Thank
I kept
you.
on her macaw on set, so I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't mess up, it's not a show. Usually I try my best, but it doesn't always go well.
You're doing great, man.
Well, I appreciate it. I don't know who you're going to next.
You tell me.
I guess, and we have two of the actors. I guess Amber Brooke.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
And then Montana Major.
Yep, major just major.
All right, well.
Major like the major.
Major like the major.
That's right. And we're waiting for one more guest, one of the other directors / writers. So that's one thing I wanted to bring up is that Heidi, both you and Devlin wrote and directed this?
Yep. Yeah. Devlin reached out to me and asked me to help him write a story called DASHER Slasher. And I was like, okay. I had no idea what it was going to be about, so I just kind of started writing something, and I was like, do you like this? And he's like, I love it. And then we started writing it together. He had some ideas, and I had some ideas, and we were able to really collaborate and work really well together, and I think we came up with a really, really cool story.
Nice. So was it literally like I have the idea for here's the title, come up with something?
Yeah. That's what
Well,
people
that's awesome.
normally do with me. They're like, I have a cool title. Can you write this story for me? And I'm like, okay. And I do it.
So this isn't your first time around the block, is what you're saying?
Nope. Somebody, Jared Wiesner, he's a really great guy. He wanted me to write a story called Slay House. So I wrote that. I think it's about like 40-something pages. We're going to be filming that hopefully in October. So yeah, you give me a title, I can write it.
That's interesting. They're like, here's a title. We're not going to tell you what it's about.
Nope.
Run with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's interesting. And
Now, do you only do like screenplays, or you do like books and stuff too, or?
I've only done screenplays. I've written like in college I wrote some plays. But yeah, I only write screenplays. I've never written a book or anything.
well, there's always time, right? Maybe one of these days, if that's
Oh
what
yeah,
you want to
someday.
do.
Yeah, my mom really wants me to write a novel someday, so we'll see.
You can take all your short films and stuff like that and put them all together and just weave it all together as one big long story.
Yeah, I can do that easily.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So how did you get Amber and Montana involved in this lovely project?
Amber auditioned, and I loved her. We read together, and we both read very well together. I originally was not supposed to play Erin. Holly Anspaugh was, but she had another commitment and had to bow out. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm doing this. I was really looking forward to just solely directing this, but I ended up having to play Erin, and I'm really grateful for it because I love working with Amber. Amber has become like my best friend. I love working with her. We had such a good time. So I'm very, very grateful she auditioned. I pretty much knew like the first like 5 seconds I was gonna cast her as Casey. So
Nice. And just real quick, Sergio's in the chat. He just wants to say hi to everybody. We have, I don't know if this is someone you guys know, but the question is why. I don't understand.
I don't know.
The answer is why not?
Exactly.
And then we have this one from David Jones. Amber is good people.
Hey,
David.
Hi, David.
Dave.
We love David.
So yeah, so I was talking, I was chatting with Devlin earlier today, and he was saying that you guys just wrapped on the short, because I was asking if there was a trailer. So Sergio, we don't have a trailer. I know you're going to ask, but we don't have a trailer because he just wrapped on it. There will be a trailer at some point, just not yet.
I wrote one out the other day and sent it to Devlin, so he's going to put it together.
Nice. You do that too? You plan
I
that
love
out?
writing trailers. I love it. It's my favorite. It's so fun.
Nice. You're not one of those people that gives away everything in the trailer, do you?
No, of course not.
Okay.
But then you give away too little, and then you don't know what's going on,
Right?
or is it that perfect middle?
It's the perfect middle.
Okay, no worries.
I think
Like
so.
I was literally, me and my wife were trying to find a movie to watch, and she's like, "Oh, watch the trailer for this," and I was like, "This literally is the entire movie. Like this happens. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it."
Well, that's like 95% of trailers. That's why I try not to watch them. Or
Look at that kitten. I'm sorry, I just have to say hi to that kitten. What's the kitten's name?
I think this one is Creamsicle.
Aw.
Thanks.
There's 5 all around here.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I see another one behind you. Is that, you said that's the mom?
Yeah.
Nice. They're all orange or?
No, there's 3 orange, 2 calico black.
Oh.
They're
My
up
wife
for
loves
best
orange.
one.
Yeah. I think we're a little far away. I don't know where you guys are, but I'm in Central Mass. You put them in a box, send them this way. We just got 2 cats, so I think we're all kitty catted out right now.
I'm not noticing a third.
Yeah, but these 2 are siblings, and so far they don't get along. Like the cats that are outside, they don't play along well. Like they attack the door kind of deal.
Fair enough.
But they're our cats, and we love them. The outside cats are not our cats, and we want them to stay out of our yard because they just poop in the yard, and no one wants that.
Yeah.
Speaking of pooping in the yard, that's just a bad segue. No, so how long did the whole process take? Like from when the script was written to when you guys just wrapped? Like how long was the process?
Oh, that's a good question. I can't remember exactly when Devlin wrote to me. It was just a few months ago, honestly. I mean, I was going to spend a lot of time on this script, but he was like, let's start casting it. And I'm like, okay, let's film this thing in August. And I'm like, okay. So I'm a speed writer. I write really fast. I wrote a feature film in like a week. I wrote this thing it probably took me like 2 weeks. It really doesn't take me long to write once I get going on it, especially if, somebody rushes me. I can get it done. But yeah, few months. I can't remember exactly when he asked me, but yeah, it was just a few months ago. It wasn't too long ago.
Nice. Quick turnaround. And have you guys have you worked with him before?
Nope, it's the first time. I had a really good time working with him. He was on top of things. He was very organized, very fun to work with. All I had to worry about was acting and directing, and he really took care of the rest.
Oh, that's it. Just acting and directing and writing and everything.
Writing.
You took care of the rest. Yeah.
Yep.
The beauty of indie film.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I normally have to do it all, so it was nice only focusing on acting and directing and producing and everything.
Yeah. Now this goes for, well, I mean, besides the acting part for Heidi as well, but Amber and Montana, like, what was the process like for you guys? Like, did you, because we haven't seen the short, obviously, because you just wrapped on it. So depending on what your character is, like, what is your process? Like, do you have other characters that you try to pull from, or like how do you guys do this? Like, different actors work differently, So Amber, how do you go about choosing how to portray your characters?
So I like to give my character a backstory, and that's how I kind of assess how I want her character traits to be. And actually, Heidi was really good at writing all of the details in the script, so it gave me a really good idea how to portray Casey. And with Casey, I got to channel a lot of anger, which was so much fun. And not for Montana, but
No.
it was fun for me. But yeah, each character is different. Some require a little bit more emotion, where I do this thing, it's probably not healthy, but I think about the saddest thing that really brings me to tears every time, and it's always my grandma. So as soon as I think of my grandma, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to cry. So, but yeah, it was actually really easy playing Casey because I'm angry on the inside anyway.
Yeah, we're all a little angry. Right. You just get to release that anger.
Right on Montana.
We get to cover it
Yeah.
up.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So Montana, what about yourself? Like how do you go about picking how you're gonna portray your characters?
Yeah, so originally Devlin was going to be the one that was going to play the Dasher slasher. So I had talked to him quite a bit about what he had originally anticipated for the character to kind of learn like what his vision was for it. And then from there, I focused heavily on like building a backstory, kind of like how Amber was talking about for Casey. I had a friend of mine, Charlie. She helped me with developing a good backstory for the character to help give motivations and why he would act certain ways. And then from there, I honestly just did a lot of character research with other films, watched a lot of Halloween, rewatched all the Terrifier movies, and some random stuff to trying to get ideas as to what I could bring to this character to bring that intensity needed for it.
Nice. So you're a fan of the Terrifier franchise?
Oh, of course.
Yes.
You know that we've had a lot of the
nice.
a lot of the like people from the movie on the show.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're good people.
They're awesome people, and we're so happy for them. We had them on from like the beginning, and it was like, okay, the first one was on Netflix, and it kind of made some noise, and then they got the second one to go into theater, and then everybody was talking about it. Now it's just like that. It's opened up the door for so much stuff.
So much indie horror,
indie horror that it's just like, I think they kind of broke the door down where it's like, okay, now you could put an indie film in the theaters and it'll, maybe just a couple weekends, but still like years ago that would have been unheard of. So
yeah.
They pretty much took a chainsaw out of that door, honestly. I mean,
totally. No matter, people can sit, like even people that don't like the franchise, like they can't deny it. They can't deny that they've done a lot for indie horror. They can try to deny it, but they're wrong.
Right.
Like they're bitter. That is what it is. They're bitter. So Devlin is apologizing. Hey guys, Devlin, sorry I can't make it, but yeah, only gave Heidi the concept. What if you DoorDash driver was a killer and made the whole short from it? She's so talented.
Thank
there
you, Devlin.
go. And devil hands, devil fingers. But yeah. And I like that. Not to talk about Terrifier more, but I like the fact that it seems to have lit a fire under a lot of indie filmmakers as well. Like because they're seeing the success of it, that it's just like, okay, I can do this too.
A good friend of mine actually just released their movie Diced Reloaded today, and it's very much so a lot like Terrifier. So it's definitely heavily influenced by it, and it's really well done. Definitely check that out.
Nice. Do you know if it's available anywhere? Is like it's streaming or anything? Oh, it's on Prime. Okay, there you go.
Like
Speaking of that, do you know where the short will be available when it is completely done? Like, do you know, is it going to be available for streaming anywhere?
I have to talk to Devlin about that. I'm not sure exactly what he was planning. I wasn't sure if he was going to put it on YouTube or if we were going to put it on a streaming service, but I will definitely talk to him about that and get back to you.
Nice. Yeah, it's because that's the one thing. I mean, it's one of the downfalls of this show is that we hear about a lot of movies and a lot of them sound awesome. And then a lot of them like, oh, we're going to do the festival run or we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then we never have a chance to see it.
Oh, you're going to see it. You're going to see it. Oh, yeah. We put too much work into this. You're going to see it. I promise.
Well, no, that's the thing is sometimes shorts will do the festival run for like a long time. And it's just like, all right, unless I'm in an area where there's a festival, I'm not going to be able to see it.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm not. But, well, not usually. But so Tony had said that he had heard that there may be a feature.
Maybe. Yes, there is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So what's the haps with that?
Well, we always planned on making a feature to it. We just wanted to make a short film just to see how it goes.
Like a proof of concept
again,
kind of thing.
The process, well, again, I'm a speed writer, so I've already gotten like almost 10 pages done of it. I'm calling it Dasher Slasher Second Helping. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to focus on, I don't want to give too much away, but of course, honestly, I don't even think I can really I don't want to say anything because I don't want to give too much away.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
But at some point, a film is happening.
Yeah.
There will be a plot and an ending.
You have eyeballs that work? You have ears that work?
Yeah. It's going to have a lot of good kills, a lot of blood, a lot of gore. It's going to be crazy. I'm really excited about it, but it's really fun to write. I've already cast a few new people that are amazing.
Oh, look at that! Props are ready.
This is the actual knife we used for it.
He's already threatening me.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, you better pass me again. Hello.
I better be in the sequel.
Yeah.
And that's the impressive thing, too. I was looking at the IMDb page, and for a short, it looks like it has like a stacked cast already with a whole bunch of people. Usually with short films, it's like you'll see like 5 people, and then you'll get the story. This one looks like there's already, at least, 10, 15 people in the short. So I could just imagine what the feature length will be like.
Oh, yeah. And I just want to say this is the best cast I've ever worked with. Best cast and crew. Everyone was so kind and willing to help and had a lot of good ideas and didn't, step on anyone's toes or anything. They, everyone was just here to have fun and make a movie. And it's just been such a blast. I feel like I didn't really have to worry. Again, I didn't really have to worry about anything but writing and acting and directing and producing. So I just want to give a shout out to the cast and crew. They were amazing to work with. I can't wait to work with them again.
Nice.
We love you.
I love you too.
I'll give you a hand.
Thanks, man.
Hand off. And what part of the country are you guys in?
I'm in Indiana.
I'm in Buffalo.
Oh, okay. So you guys are scattered as well.
I'm in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wisconsin.
Wow. So you guys are from literally like all over the place.
Yep.
And where was this filmed? Where was the main location?
Mooresville, Indiana. Yeah. So that's another thing. I am so honored and humbled, and I just can't believe that people are willing to travel that far to be in a movie that Devlin and I wrote. It's such an amazing feeling. So just want to
Amber, you said you're in Buffalo?
Yeah.
You ever gone to Buffalo Dreams Fantastic Film Festival?
I have not.
You should. It's I think it's like a week-long independent film festival that's at like the mall in Buffalo. It's like that weird mall that has like, I don't know, it's a weird ass mall.
Eastern Hills, maybe?
I don't know. It's a weird mall that has a store that's almost like a thrift store, but it's gigantic.
Oh.
I went there and I covered it. Like I went there and like we did a live podcast from there years ago. This guy Greg Lamberson runs it. He did these movies back in the day called Slime City and Slime City Massacre that are like total like trauma, like cheesy, over the top. They're really fun movies. He runs it. And I also me and my wife spent the night at the Iron Island Museum. It's like a haunted museum up there. We spent the night there.
Oh, hell yeah. We get some really creepy stuff around here.
You do. You also have Tim Horton, so that's a plus.
We do.
We don't have that around here.
We just have Deadly Grounds. I don't drink coffee, so I don't.
Well, Tim Horton is also. Tim Horton is like a breakfast spot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little restaurant-y kind of Dunkin's kind of thing.
We have really good pizza.
And you have beef on weck.
Yes.
That's a thing too.
It is. I had that at my wedding.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's so Buffalo. Anyways, I'm sorry to interrupt and talk about Buffalo. I was just like, I don't know nothing about Wisconsin. I know nothing about where Heidi's from. The only thing I know about is Buffalo. So I just had to spout off the few things I know about Buffalo.
Wisconsin has cheese and Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh okay. Yeah. There you go.
So did Devlin have the like location picked out, or did you do that too, Heidi?
He asked me if we could film at my house. So we filmed in Mooresville, and he got an Airbnb because we had to have a few locations. So we got an Airbnb in Mooresville and filmed at my house.
The beauty of independent film. It's just like, oh, yeah, that's my living room and whatever. Yep. And it's one of those.
Yeah, I've filmed many films at my house.
How long have you guys all been in it? Like, how long have you guys been acting and making movies?
I've been acting since I was 10. I was and writing too. I was in the theater for many years. But I always dreamed of being in films. And in the summer of 2023, I auditioned for a short film, and I loved it so much, I decided to create my own production company, Heidi Mikac Films, and I haven't stopped since.
Nice. And what about Montana? How long you been? I don't know. I'm trying to think of a word. I can't think of one. How long you been acting?
Business?
Probably about 10 months now.
Oh, really?
I'm very, very new. Honestly, it's because I watched Terrifier 3 in the theaters. I just saw it and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do that. So that was a complete curveball for my life. Like, never in a million years would I thought I would have gotten into this. And
nice.
Here we are. So,
well, if you ever meet David, you should be like, hey, what you should do is bring him a copy of the movie and be like,
100%.
And like, I'm in this movie, and the reason I'm in this movie is because of Terrifier 3, and just tell him you inspired me. And he's a great man, by the way. Like, he's
so
the nicest person. I got to moderate a panel for him up in upstate New York, and he's super nice.
I mean, everybody from that whole thing.
Yeah, I know. But it's weird that he's so horrible on screen. He's so horrible on screen. He's the exact opposite. And he was like a Joker cosplayer before he got the thing, you know? Like,
yeah, I think he truly was perfect for that role. Like,
totally.
Basically born for it, like, prime.
Well, so I'm sure we'll see much more from you, though. So that's good.
Hopefully, as long as everybody likes me so far.
So where'd you find Dasher Slasher then? Was there like an ad or something? Or?
Yep, I saw an ad on Facebook. I didn't know if been in a film recently, last Sleepover. I was just like a minor role in it. And Devlin was associated with that film, so through just mutual followings on Facebook, I ended up finding him and then saw advertisement for it. And next thing you know, here we are.
Nice. What about you, Amber? How long have you been at it?
Well, I've always wanted to act ever since I was a kid. I used to, this is kind of corny, but I used to run around my room pretending I was at a red carpet premiere and thanking everybody for my award. corny little girl stuff. But I actually did modeling before I started acting because I guess I was kind of selling myself short for a bit, so to speak. And then a friend of mine, Jason Brooks, he was doing the Vengeance 2 movie, Friday the 13th, Vengeance 2 Bloodlines. And he was looking for people to join in. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do it. And I got the role and I went to Seattle and did that. And then it's been from there. That was 2021, 2020, 21, somewhere around there. But yeah, so I just have always wanted to do this and I have a real passion for it. I absolutely love being on set. There's no feeling like being on set with people who are creative and want to make something different and show the world something unique. Yeah. So it's quite the experience and I'm like addicted to it.
Yeah.
That's definitely the indie side, because a lot of the times when it's like the mainstream stuff, it's like a cut and paste and whatever. And then an indie film, you definitely get that, like, you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but at least it's different. Mm-hmm. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, I can name 500 movies with this plot, but an indie film, it's like there's one movie that's like this and one movie that's like that. So
there's a beaver juggling chainsaws. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Well, they have one. Zombievers, and they had Slaughterhouse, and then they had like all this other. I mean, the beauty of indie films, it's just like if you could think up something, and I'm sure at some point in time there's a movie either has been made or going to be made with the, you know, the craziest ideas ever. But that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, I came up with an idea yesterday, right, Heidi?
What was your idea?
Remember the crazy cat lady? Here's another indie film for us.
So I'm guessing, since Heidi said that she kind of wrote a role for you, Amber, I'm guessing you two have worked together at some point in time, or?
No, I didn't write it for her. I auditioned people, and she auditioned, and I knew within the first like 5 seconds I was going to cast her because we worked so well together, and she did exactly what I wanted for Casey, and it was a really fun audition. I don't know, Amber, if you want to tell about your experience with it.
Oh my gosh! So during this audition, I felt like I knew Heidi for like 40 years, like
right,
longer than you've been alive.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great experience, and we really fed off of each other, which is why, like, when she told me she was going to be Erin, I was like, oh my god, that's great. It's like just really vibe with each other so well, and even when we weren't acting, we were just hanging out on set. It was just like we were like this. Yeah. And then she stuck with me forever. So.
Oh yeah, I love Amber. We're like best friends now.
Yeah.
Now, was there any like you know, you all met before and had like a table reading? Or I know with independent films, usually it's on a tight schedule. It's just like, okay, we all come together, we meet each other, and let's go. Like, how long did you have to like kind of mesh with each other, I guess?
So yeah, I mean, that's another thing. I mean, Devlin was just so like, let's get this done. You know, normally, you know, for me, my process is, you know, I like to take a little bit and workshop the script and table read and everything, but we just, I don't think, we never did do a table read, did we? No, we did. I would just like send them little pieces, you know, I just sent them the script and they said how much they loved it. And I would be like, are you sure? Is this good? Do you guys like this? And they said, I love it. It's great. And I'm like, all right. So yeah, I never did do a table read or a workshop like I normally do, but I think it still came out great. So.
Now, is it something where, like, you're strict to the page, or do people, like, are they able to kind of, as long as they get to, like, the end of where they need to be, or are you strict?
I always tell my actors, you know, play with it, you know, you know, as long as you don't change it up, like, too much, you know,
right.
You know, like, there's where, you know, Amber and I, we really improv'd a lot, and she improv'd a lot, and it was hilarious. I loved it. As long as I stay, true to the story. But, a lot, I always tell people, like, when I'm on set, it's never going to be like how I wrote it. It's always going to be better. It's always better because the actors just bring it to life. Montana, Amber, everybody, you all, made it your own and brought it to life in a way that I didn't even imagine. So yeah, I always give my actors, that freedom to play with their characters and do what they want.
That's like one of the things that would terrify me as someone that would want to try it out. Would be like if they want me to be strict to the lines, it's going to be so robotic and going to be so like whatever.
Especially if you're like not used to, like, I don't talk like that, so how kind of like
I mean,
walking it through there, it's like but I guess that's part of the acting deal.
That's why I'm not an actor.
It just kind of depends,
because some directors are strict, like they're like, that's not what it says, like it's like, okay, simmer down.
Oh yeah, if an actor goes too far, I might be like, all right, let's slow down a little bit.
You have to get the point across.
Yeah.
But at the same time too, like it's like, okay, you're not supposed to be having these huge diatribes. Like it's not something where you're like, all right, I didn't realize you had a monologue in every scene that you're in. Like
I just asked you, did you want fries? I didn't need a 10-minute speech.
Yeah.
Right.
Fries, you ask. Like,
no, everybody in the cast was very respectful to my writing, and if they had an idea, they always came to me with a suggestion. Montana had a lot of really cool ideas that we played with, for example. Everybody was very respectful to the writing and the script.
Nice. Now you said that maybe the feature will have a whole bunch of gore and stuff. Did it?
Oh yeah.
Did you have a decent amount in the short film?
Heck yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Oh yeah, we got some blood and gore. And
Richard away.
Yeah, but there's going to be more gore.
Now here's the main question that I know most horror fans like. Is it all practical, or was there a little both, or how'd that all work?
What do you mean?
Meaning like CGI
any CG touch-ups?
Oh,
no, we didn't know. That ain't in our budget.
Practical all the way. Practical beats CGI anyway.
100%.
I just looked over and I missed this 8 minutes ago, and I'm the worst for missing this, but we're trying to get David in Dasher Slasher feature.
Devlin, you need to give me a call.
That'd be me.
Holy crap.
I messaged him and I haven't heard back from him yet, but
David?
Out.
Yeah, I've had him on my show before and I've talked to him a few times.
Yeah. He's that's the thing. Like I don't want to like I'm the kind of guy that's just like we're cool with each other, but I don't want to overstep.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna leave him alone. Like I reach out when I see that he's got a new project coming out and I congratulate him. Yeah. I say happy birthday to him.
Same.
Like Merry Christmas. Like stuff like that. Like I'm not gonna be like, hey man, what's going on? Want to come on again? Like I'm not doing that. Because
especially now,
it's a good way to alienate yourself.
He wants, everybody wants him because he went from Terrifier to the Mean One to Screamboat to whatever, and just seems like he's everywhere and anywhere now too.
Did you see the short he did? The Joker's Wild short?
I haven't. I saw photos, but I haven't seen it.
Good.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that he learned more throughout now, because before I'm sure he had, he was still a little green, but now I'm sure he picked up some more, I guess, into his repertoire.
I just want to, like, it's crazy, like, how good of an actor he is and how many roles he's played that are non-speaking.
Mm-hmm.
But he still can, like, act through all that. Like, I don't know, it's crazy. I remember when I did the panel for him and I was just like, I was going to ask about learning lines, but I realized you didn't have to. And he's just like, well, I had to learn everyone else's. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, because I'm, I need to react to everyone's, whatever. And I'm like, it's a good point. I probably should have not said that other part out loud, And I don't know. He's just, I don't know. He's cool as shit.
Well, the cool thing is seems like everybody's into horror, because sometimes we had some people on that are just like, oh, I did this movie, but I don't watch horror movies. So it's like, oh, okay. So where'd you draw your inspiration from? They're like, oh, we kind of wrote it, or we did this, and it's just
movies.
Like, oh, okay. So with that, what are some of your favorite horror movies that either got you to act or got you to write? Or
well, we know got Montana to act.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But
Terrifier
3. Before that though, Montana, do you have any horror movies that affected you, or maybe?
I think the movie that really made me notice horror for the first time, I remember we were at Disney World with my family, and the first Conjuring movie was on TV because we had to go back to a hotel because it was raining, and I just had to suffer through It's a Small World. I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful. I need more of this. So I would honestly say the first Conjuring movie is kind of what made me like, okay, I like this. This is great. I need more. So,
Amber, what about yourself?
So I'm an old lady, and I've been watching horror movies since I was a wee little ghoul. And my first horror movie was Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
That's Tony's all-time favorite, by the way.
It's such a great movie. It's so corny and so campy, and it's just... But it's actually my youngest son's favorite movie, too, which is kind of cute. But as I got older, I watched more of psychological thrillers and stuff like that, because I don't discriminate. I love all horror.
Same.
But my other favorite movie is American Psycho.
Oh, nice.
A huge Christian Bale fan. He is such an incredible actor. He's so method, and he really dives deep into his roles, and I definitely kind of want to try and do the same, not to his extreme like The Machinist, where he almost died.
Where he was 3 pounds.
but this is an incredible film. I'm really sad that they're doing a reboot, and I hate that very much.
Well, that's like every movie ever made now is going to just get made again at some point in time. But Killer Clowns is one of those movies I'm talking about that it's just like, you try to tell someone, when I was younger, you tell someone the plot to that movie, and they're like, what the hell are you talking about? It's like, clowns come from outer space in a big tent spaceship, and then they shoot you with a laser, and you turn into a big thing of cotton candy, and they drink your blood, and the only way to kill them is to pop their nose. And they're like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, if you didn't see that movie, you're like, what are you talking? It's like, yes, that's a movie. That's what happened.
It was like the Chiodos brothers made that on acid. It's such a great movie. And what's great about Heidi's writing is she loves the 80s corny lines, and it makes my heart just it warms my heart, because like I said, I'm an 80s girl, and Killer Clowns has some great corny 80s lines, and Heidi is really good at writing them.
Well, that's like the 80s for sure was that cheesy but that's the thing, you need one of those those lines to repeat. Sometimes if it's written way too good, you're like, oh, okay, then there's other things like Troll 2. They're eating her, and then they're going to eat me. Oh my god! It's like, what else are you going to say in that movie? So it's like one of those
zero things, emotion on his face. I love that.
Zero.
He's got no emotion. Oh my god!
That fly had more emotion, dude.
Yep, the fly that landed on his face was or it's garbage day. There's so many corny one-liners that it's just if you don't have those, you don't have anything to talk about the movies. So.
Exactly.
I think my favorite one is still Freddy Krueger. Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Freddy had all the good one-liners until it got too much. Nightmare on Elm Street definitely hit a wall, and I realized it as I got older, because Elm Street was my jam when I was younger, and I wasn't a big Friday the 13th guy. And I switched. I became more Friday the 13th as I got older. Whatever. So Heidi, what movies affected you growing up?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, nice. Well, I loved it growing up. I absolutely loved it. Like after a certain one, I was just like,
yeah. I know. Like a lot of people hate like the fifth one. That's when they said it started kind of going downhill.
Yeah,
I like
when Roseanne Barr and Tom Arnold are in it. It's like,
oh, that's Freddy's dead.
It's
yeah.
And Freddy looks like he's literally like a pizza. Like his makeup is just not good.
Definitely getting a little weird, but I still have fun watching it. I don't know, but
but it's just like when you like sit down and you like, all right, I'm gonna go on a marathon of Nightmare on Elm Street, and you're like, then you're like, it was just so many few hours ago that this was amazing, and like now it's just
the
like
third one is amazing. The third one's probably my favorite. Dream Warriors.
Don Dokken.
Great song.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. I loved watching Nightmare on Elm Street with my brothers, and I loved Friday the 13th, Child's Play. I loved Chucky. I just loved horror movies. I remember when I was a kid, I'd always go rent horror films, and the lady who worked there was like, "Another horror film? Your mom lets you watch this?" And I'm like, "Yes, she does."
She's a good mom.
I have a great mom.
No, for real. Like my parents let me watch horror movies. Like it changes who you are. Like it, I think it matures you.
It does. It does.
Well, a lot of the stuff in horror films are very like maturing. It's like now you're running away from a psycho killer. Find somewhere to live, kind of deal. Like it's definitely like, well, you have your coming of age movies, but besides that, with horror movies, it's like. It's definitely a mature. That's why for a while it was so like, I guess, macabre to watch horror movies. It was so like, if you're watching horror movies, you must be weird, kind of deal.
Oh, I know.
Now everybody loves them, so it's
imagine if you write them. What people think of you.
Yeah, my dad's that same way. He's still like, that's so weird you're doing this horror movie stuff. I don't like it. It's like, okay. Okay, Dad, sit down.
Bobby Carr is saying that I'm definitely on team earlier, scarier Freddy. The first three were top tier. I did the autocorrect for you there. So, first three are definitely.
Well, didn't they like change like 5 different not 5 studios, but like the later ones kind of went to a new line and all that.
Yeah, the second one, I think, for sure. What was it, Freddy's Return or something? What was it called? I don't even remember.
But I think that's why it never really got like as you can tell, I'm a physical movie collector. Yeah. But I think that's why it's never really been released in like a nice box set, is because it's like so many different companies or studios have their hands in it, and they can't come together to be like, hey, listen, let's just make something and make some money off of it. But what do we know?
Yeah. For me, Poltergeist scared the crap out of me as a child. And then I ended up falling in love with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then I realized they were both Tobe Hooper movies. I'm like, yay, Tobe Hooper.
Yeah. I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I have a giant Leatherface tattoo on my
Amen. Fun. Yeah.
Traditional style. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, nice.
Right. That's creepy.
That's mildly unsettling to have.
Yeah. Just rest your head on that.
For Chainsaw as well.
You guys are scaring me.
But yeah, for me, it was Killer Clowns. Always had that. You know, one of my first horror, and that's the thing. I think it's one of those movies where it wasn't so scary or so gory that it's kind of like the introduction for like horror movies. Nowadays you have a few like a Slaughterhouse and stuff where it's like I don't think your parents would mind too much watching it, because again there wasn't so much blood.
It's just a ridiculous movie. Yeah,
it's just a ridiculous movie. So it's one of those things where it's like that kind of brought me into it. Then it was like the screams and stuff, and then it kind of fell off because it was just like everyday horror. And then the one that brought me back into it was Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
I love that.
And it's one of those things where it's just like where my love of horror comedy came in, where you have that, you know, scariness, but then it's like they throw a little comedy at you. So it's like kind of like a wave of emotions that you go through, which we've had many conversations with our buddy Wolfie. Where,
he's very anti his horror comedy. He's very anti horror comedy, but
But for me, that's one of my if it says horror comedy, I'm definitely gonna check it out, at least just to check it out kind of deal. So Tucker and Dale versus Evil kind of brought me back into the horror genre for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is there any comedic aspects to your film, guys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
100%.
Oh yeah.
110%.
150 million%.
152%.
Ooh.
Something like that.
Whoa. Well, I never. So I know it's flown by, but we have just a little over 10 minutes left, and I want to make sure everyone gets their plugs in. So where can people go to find out news on the film, like as far as like, you know, when it's going to be released? Like, is there a Instagram or a website where they can go to find out more news?
Yeah, Devlin actually just made an Instagram for Dasher Slasher, so I think you just look up Dasher Slasher, it should be there.
Okay.
Of course, you can add us on Facebook, Heidi Mikac, Heidimikac, and Devlin Blevins, you can add him, and you can also go to my YouTube channel, Heidi Mikac Films, and subscribe. I always put my films on there and update people on what's going on. And on my Facebook, of course, I always make tons of lives and posts and stuff about auditions and about updates on my films. So definitely check that out.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, I always scour Instagram or TikTok or whatever for movies, and Dasher Slasher came out, and I'm just like, you know, it's almost everywhere that I saw it. That I'm like, what is this? Like, I definitely have to check it out. And just the cover art, whoever did the cover for it, I was like, oh, this looks really, really awesome. So it's like it caught my eye. So
thank you so much. That means a lot.
So who did you do that as well?
Devlin did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was definitely eye catching. It's one of those things too that kind of brings it back to the 80s, because that's another thing with the 80s is like the cover art to movies. Even if the movie wasn't amazing, it was just like the cover art to it was just like, oh man, this caught my eye. Like whatever this is.
It's like nowadays, they should have spent this much money on the movie, and you know, like there's so many movies where like the cover is so much better than the movie. Like
I know, not in this case, I promise.
No.
Oh yeah, Garbage Pail Kids the movie is an example. Like that cover is that movie's garbage. I don't care what anyone says. It's hot garbage.
In the title.
It's the weirdest thing ever, but I love it. That's another movie I grew up with, where it's just like, you know, they could have did that. Talking
How did
about
you grow up with it? It came out when I was in elementary school. And
what was it? 88, I think. I was what, 3?
You were 3.
In
you
88,
watching Garbage Pail Kids the movie when you were 3.
Yeah, but I watched it when I was probably like 8 or whatever, because the cards, I had the cards growing up.
Okay.
So then it's like, oh, there's a movie. Then I watched the movie.
There's a movie.
It was probably the scariest thing I've ever seen. Those animatronic faces or whatever definitely scared the crap out of me.
There you go.
Just some of the characters in it were definitely where the kid like the guy had to be like 25 years old beating up on a 14-year-old kid for like looking at his girlfriend or whatever. But it's so bad it's good. It's one of those movies that will forever.
We'll disagree on that. It's so bad it's horrible. He's got it. He's pulling it off the shelf right now.
Oh boy!
There you go.
Oh,
there it is. The Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh.
Anyways, Montana, what about yourself? Where can people follow you?
Just search my name on Instagram or Facebook. I went very basic, just my name. So, it's Montana Major, and it'll pop up.
And do you have any other projects? Same thing with Heidi. I forgot to say that. Do you have any other projects coming out that people can check out, or any projects that you've done that you want people to check out?
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry. You go to Heidi Mikac Films. I have a trailer for my feature film, Written in the Light. That is not a horror film. It's about a college girl struggling with an eating disorder. And also, I'm going to be working on a horror film called Hallways of the Unforgiven. That one was kind of weird. I just kind of decided, I saw everybody writing slasher movies, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to write a freaking slasher movie. I'm just going to do it. And then I had, like, I don't even know how many people auditioned for it, and it just kind of went wild, and I just I couldn't believe it, and I was like, all right, I think I got to do more horror. Indie filmmakers love their horror, so
yeah,
that.
we're all fans of everything in general,
yeah.
but horror more than anything. But but yeah, it's I'm a fan of a good slow burn. I love comedies. I love drama. I like it all.
Yeah, check out the trailer for Written in the Light. I'm very, very proud of that movie. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it.
Nice.
All right.
And Montana, do you have any projects that you like people to check out?
Yeah, there's a film coming up here I'm getting ready to do in New Jersey called The New Jersey Devil, so that'll be a lot of fun to do. It's another horror film. It's kind of like the Mothman Diaries a little bit. It kind of has that vibe to it. And then earlier in the summer, I did a film called What's Wrong, Wendy. That one was directed by Dusty Austin and Spooky Madison, so that was a fun time.
Nice. Yeah, that's another one that I've been hearing a whole bunch about.
He's in Jersey, so of course you're going to hear about it. You are the Jersey Devil.
We found him.
Yeah, there he is.
Hey.
Mystery solved.
I'm the devil.
Yeah. So Amber, you also mentioned you have a podcast as well?
Every once in a while. Normally it's like once a month. I'll go live on Instagram. I used to do it more often, but I have been so busy this year filming. So I've had to kind of put that on the back burner. But normally, like once a month, I'll do a podcast either on a Tuesday or a Friday. It'll be Terror Tuesday or Fear Friday. And I'll have a guest on and we'll have a topic. We'll talk about a specific kind of horror movie or something horror related, like ghost stories, conspiracies, fun stuff like that. And it's normally like guests that are in the film world. So I've had David on, I've had Damien on, Jason, I've had a few people on. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I like to do it live. That way it's more interactive. Yeah, it's just so much fun. Kind of like this. It's a lot like this. And it's in real time, so people can react with you on real time. So that's cool.
That's why we were talking about, maybe doing this like not live or whatever, but I always like that, having people ask questions, if there's sometimes too, it's like you might have dead air. You kind of don't know what else to talk about, but then you got people watching and they ask questions. So that's, I think, the beauty of actually, doing it live.
Exactly.
Yeah. Plus the audio goes up. Like I take the audio and I put it up after the fact anyways. So this will go up in a couple different ways. This will live on Facebook and YouTube and whatever. But yeah, we've been doing it for a while. So, but I like the live aspect of it as well. And what about yourself as far as like other places for people to check out your stuff and like links and everything?
Primarily I like to post mostly on Instagram, but I do both Instagram and Facebook. It's amber.brook32 on Instagram and TikTok, but I don't really post on there much because I hate that app. Just
Tony, calm down.
We're fighting words. I'm only kidding.
Yeah. But you can find me on Facebook as well as Amber Hoffmeister. IMDb, all over the place.
So what are the projects? You mentioned a few, but are any of them out, or where can people see them?
Well, I can't even remember half the projects I'm involved. I have like 21 coming up. So
wow. You've been busy.
Very. Like I was filming every like other week lately. So the only one that's out is Friday the 13th Vengeance 2 Bloodlines, and that's on YouTube for free. The rest are all in post-production. I do believe 259 is supposed to come out in September, but I have not heard anything from Cody, so we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's one of our buddies, Daniel. He's been coming on all the time. he's like, yeah, I got like 13 projects coming out, like finally coming out. It's like 13. He's like, yeah, and I got a whole bunch more coming out. It's just like,
it's
where
all
do
been
you
in
find
post-production.
time and where do you whatever?
These are
like,
movies that he's done over the last like 3 years.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's just they've just all been in post-production, but they're finally coming out.
It takes a lot of work.
Yeah, what I think a lot of people don't realize, especially like doing this podcast, I've learned so much stuff that I never knew before. Like it opened my eyes to, what film actually is. I mean, I didn't know much to begin with, but then I realized I knew even less than I thought I knew. Like what goes into a film, or like, the craziness, especially indie film, where it's like, sometimes a couple weeks or a week or whatever to film, and then you gotta do everything, time restraint or if it's late, whatever. It's just like I used to look at movies a lot different.
Yeah.
And more movies, a lot more credit, and a lot more leniency than I used to ever before. So.
Yeah. But speaking of, I have no segue. Speaking of no segue, where can people follow you, Tony?
You can find me on Tony Has Nine Fingers on YouTube. I haven't done a video in the longest time, but I got a big backlog where I do movie reviews, unboxings, show off the collection behind me. Tony Has Nine Fingers on X, which I have, but I don't use, but it's part of my shtick. Tony Has Nine Fingers on TikTok, which is my fastest growing social media. So you'll find me on there most, like, all the time. Tony's Movies on Instagram, where I show off the movies behind me. And of course, here, most Tuesdays, whether we have awesome guests or it's just kind of horror movie related talk, you can find me on the Wicked Horror Show. Kevin?
Just A Knuckle on Instagram. Besides doing this show, we may be doing that strange show again. There's talks of it. Other than that, just living the dream.
No more Nancy Ann Ritter.
No, I messaged her just to say what's up, and I told her that hey, it's been a long time, I miss you, and she's like, I miss you guys too. Blah blah blah. So Nancy Ann Ritter was in the original Scream movie, and I did a podcast. Me and my friend Jeremy did a podcast with her, called "The Re-Education of Nancy Ann Ritter," because she doesn't know a lot about horror. So we would have her watch these horror movies for the very first time that she had never seen. That were these iconic horror movies. And we would get her opinion as watching them now for the very first time as an adult. So she had never seen The Shining. She had never seen Evil Dead 2. Oh. It's weird because she had the only movie she was like, I'm not sure about this one, was Evil Dead 2. But she watched Dead Alive and was like, I loved it. Huh. She loved Dead Alive, which is over the top, ridiculous. Yeah. And Evil Dead 2, she's like, I don't know about this one. I'm that's like, I know, but it's like Dead Alive is so much crazier than Evil Dead 2.
We have an Evil Dead chainsaw right here.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
Oh, God, she's armed.
In our bedroom, just axes and chainsaws. It's cool. Yeah. It's cool.
I feel bad for whoever decides to break into your house. I feel bad for them.
Rude. They'll probably, if they try to break down the door, they'll see everything. They'll fix the door for you for free and then just leave.
Yeah, they're like, all of a sudden,
do you need anything? I was just.
This is a monster worse than I am.
The security system right there. They're like, wrong house. Okay, bye. See ya.
They're trying to break in, and she just comes through with a chainsaw. It's like, just come in this way. It's easier. But anyways, thank you, everyone, for joining us. And thank you for listening and /watching. Thank you, Sergio, for reminding us that it's time to go. And but yeah. And be on the lookout for, I just forgot the name of the movie.
Dasher?
Jesus Christ. I'm the worst.
You're
See, it says right there. It says the worst. It says it right under there. Right there. The worst.
And if you,
I have a T-shirt that proves me wrong or proves you wrong. Kevin is the worst.
And when the short does come out, or when the feature possibly will come out, if you want to come back on to talk more about it, and definitely would love to have you guys back on. Or if there's anything else you ever want to talk about, let us know, and we'll bring it back.
Right on. Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night. I'm just